Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So it's a bit of a different video today. We are doing a tier list of Girl Meets World characters. If you weren't aware, Girl Meets World is probably my favourite TV show in existence, even beating Hannah Montana. Yep, so a show managed to do that. But let's get into it. This is someone else's tier list, so I don't know how many characters are missing just from looking at it, but we're going through it, and there's 5 possible rankings. Ugh, not great, okay, like, and love. So, we start off with little Ava Morgan. Now, she is one that divides opinion, because on the one hand, she's an annoying child, but on the other hand, she is quite funny, and her interactions between Topanga are brilliant, frankly. So she'll get an okay. Sean Hunter, or Uncle Sean, as he's sometimes known in the series, I think this is a given. He is in love. Uncle Sean, incredible character. Just the story with him and Maya is absolutely beautiful writing. And then even how later in the show we sort of got to see his life where he lived in the sort of micro lifestyle. It's an underrated detail in my opinion, because I guess I'm quite fond of escapism as a concept, and so that kind of thing just excites me. Now, Smackle. She's a tough one, because she's kind of just the stereotypical nerd character. I mean, it was a good thing the way we got to see Asperger's through her. Like, there's disagreements over the whole episode with Asperger's, but for me, Smackle, she's kind of just in the middle, okay. She's not particularly in either direction for me. Now, Katie, Maya's mum, she's a decent character. Like, of course, the storyline between her and Sean is good, and my only problem with her as a character is that I feel like for the entire show she just constantly had the stressed out mum look, and yeah, it's just kind of hard to see past that, so it's getting an okay. Augie Matthews, Riley's younger brother, he definitely is underrated in my opinion. He's very funny, and I mean, even his friend Dewey, or Dewey as he prefers to be known, I think the younger kids and their interactions, especially with Topanga, are just an incredibly underrated part of the show. And that is why Augie is going in like for me. Now, here's a controversial one. I know a lot of people don't like Riley as a character, and I'm not trying to put you with the people who bullied Rowan Blanchard over all this, but I know she can seem annoying as a character, but to me, she's the kind of bubbly, fun-loving, just super awesome person to be around. So she's going in like for me. Like, Riley is just the kind of person I aspire to be in a weird way. Corey Matthews, or Mr. Matthews as a teacher, he's got to be up there somewhere, because he, as a sort of, with his mimes sometimes, and his over-exaggerated expressions, they gave something pretty good to his character that he came across as a sort of goofy dad, but also a bit of a role model. And so I think that's a nice mix of a character to have in the show. He's not elite tier, so sorry, you can't go with your best mate Sean. Now, tough one to rank here, Eric Matthews. He pretty much only appears in one episode, mainly, if I recall. I believe he's in the finale, but his episode is with the whole campaign against the mayor, and I believe that episode is an incredibly important one in the series. So, you know what? We'll put Eric in because he did have that iconic look. Now, Missy Bradford. She only appears in one episode, in Season 1, Episode 3. She's the mean girl, if you will, that flirts with Lucas, and she is portrayed as a villain and sort of trying to antagonize the whole friend group. And I think to some extent that portrayal is a bit harsh because, like, at the end of the day, it's middle school. I think if a boy's single and you're a girl, then you're free to go after that boy. That's, like, allowed, is it not? So I'm going to put her in not great, because for all there is to dislike about her, her boldness does redeem it slightly. And I've realised I've not been ranking within the tiers, so I'm just going to rejig that. So, Smackle, she's just bang average, so she's last in the okay, and Ava's fun. Katie, I feel like she has important storylines, and to be honest, I'm happy with how his character is. Now, My Heart, what a character, because Sabrina Carpenter, absolutely love her, she's an icon, she is the moment, and yeah, she's... I used to hold back on this because I know a lot of people don't like what happened to Maya's character in Season 3, but in my opinion, the whole storyline with her becoming Riley, it is realistic, in my experience, that I know I've had friends and I've just become like them because they were living the life I wanted to live sometimes, so yeah. Now, Zay. He's a great character, and I can't lie. For one, he added diversity to the show as a BAME character. Now, if you will, that's the token black friend. He did have a way with words, and he was nowhere near Maya's level of sass, but he had a witty comeback about him, Zay. I don't know how unpopular this opinion will be, but I absolutely loved Panga as a character. She just does not put up with the children's antics at all, and I absolutely stand that. Yeah, she's going in love, even above Uncle Sean, I'm sorry. It's the way it is. Now, Lucas, another character disliked by some. I get it, he can seem boring, but to me, I feel like he also diversifies the show because he represents the different part of America, because I feel like Riley and Maya are intended to represent a sort of Californian type American. So I think Lucas as a Texan, and to some extent Zay also as a Texan, I think it added something nice to the show. I'm gonna put him okay above Smackle. Now, Josh. Oh, some people are not gonna like this. Now, some people really don't like Josh. And to be honest, I don't really see why. Because it was... For the first season, it was only ever Maya that liked Josh. And so it was kind of funny the way Maya just constantly chased after Josh. And I know he kind of disappeared in season 2 because his actor, I've forgotten his name, I think it's Uriah Shelton, he had a motorbike injury. He was intended to be in season 2 more, but he wasn't. So in season 3, he kind of just came back, and it did seem a little weird. But I don't agree with the whole suggestion that he was like grooming Maya or whatever. But I just found the whole Maya Josh trope to be quite entertaining. Like, I did enjoy it. I'm gonna put Josh in like, but the low level of like. Now, Charlie Gardner, he is, he only appears in one episode, like Missy Bradford, and I just cannot think of anything nice to say about him. He just came across as annoying and kind of invasive, and with Missy Bradford, at that point, there was no clear romantic bond between Riley and Lucas, but by the time Charlie came along, I think everyone knew that Riley wanted to date Lucas, Lucas wanted to date Riley. But awkward old Charlie had to come in between. Now, last we have everyone's favourite genius, Farkle Minkus. And yeah, Farkle Time was just an absolute staple. And yeah, I do also like the way Farkle grew throughout the series. Like, I think he was portrayed as a bit of a weird kid in season 1, but he seemed to grow, like, especially when it came to the New Year's episode, that he said the things to Riley that needed to be said. And so he's definitely one of the better characters. Where I put him on balance, it's tough. I think I'll put him between August and Riley. That is it. My tier list of Girl Meets World characters. Let me know perhaps your tier list in the description, and apart from that, it's just another reminder, I have a Discord server now, feel free to join. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you next time. Goodbye.